Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to Aries. Welcome to April. Welcome to your 3 cards for the month. When we're in Aries, it's not an easy time for Cancer. It's one of our signs that squares our sign. So if you're born in early Cancer, meaning end of June, the beginning part of Aries that we've just come through, end of March, is maybe one of your so-so times of year. If you're talking about the end of Cancer, so you're born in the middle July, the 15th to the 22nd or something, then you're looking at the 15th or 22nd of April being your not so great time of year. It doesn't always mean that it's bad. It just means there could be tension, some adversity, some stress, but it doesn't always play out badly. It's just a more challenging time of year. However, we do have Mercury out of retrograde, finally, and up until the 16th, we still have the chance to integrate whatever we learned from Mercury retrograde into our lives. And it's still in Pisces, which is great for Cancers, because there's a really nice flow, and we don't mind being more emotional and more ethereal and more meditative or creative or more intuitive and less literal. We don't mind that at all. So yeah, we're going to take a look now at your 3 cards, but first we're going to burn our sage. Alrighty, here we go. Just imagine the smoke going all around you, purifying. And we're going to ask Archangel Michael to remove anything in, on, or around us no longer for our highest good, and take that all to the light. So here we go, 3 cards for you, Cancer. First card is the 4 of Swords. Second card is the 2 of Swords. And the third is the Hierophant. All right, this is pretty nice. This is actually very, very social, very communicative cards. 4 of Swords here in this deck, the Thoth deck I'm using, it says truce. Truce is making peace, right? Laying down your swords of conflict after a conflict. And it's also a lot of talking. Jupiter in Libra on this card. If you thought about this as people and social activity and messages and phone calls, look at how busy that is. But look at all the green and the healing around those swords. So it looks like there is a lot of talking and a lot of settling things down. If there were conflicts, if there were old hurts or grudges, if there were people you haven't seen in a long time that things need to be aired. The lovely part is that you've got the 2 of Swords after that, which he calls peace. The Moon in Libra. So now, the Moon in Libra, everybody feels like, oh, everything is restored, everything's light, everything's peaceful, everything's fair. So you might be doing an awful lot of communicating, writing, phone calling, emailing, reading, chatting. There might be a lot of that at the beginning of the month, but I would say stick with it to get to that moment of peace or resolution. And I get a feeling it's going to happen one-to-one, but also possibly with a group or a family. Anything that's a social group. There is some sort of heightened communication going on and restored peace. And the Hierophant after that is interesting, because that's a major arcana, deep reflection kind of card. This can be going back into a deeper level of discussion than the swords. The swords are light, chatty. Oh, I thought you meant that. Well, no, I meant that. Well, I meant Tuesday. No, it was Thursday. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then it's the talking, the mental, the heady kind of talk about it. The Hierophant goes deeper. So the Hierophant, as you can see on the card, he has the light around his head. and suggesting enlightenment, right? And you see the swords around in the black, threatening to attack, but they can't really attack him. He's mentally strong, he's protected. You also see all these animals around him, which you could say are his demons, whatever's come to test him. And you also see a child and the star at his heart, so that his inner child is alive. And you also see a goddess at the bottom, so his intuition is also at play. So it's a very deep card, and that means to me that once there's been some peace restored and harmony restored with a group, social group, this could be work, colleagues, this could be any kind of group you belong to, it could be your family, it could be a bunch of neighbors, people in your community. Once some peace and harmony is restored on the one level, it's showing that you're going to go to the deeper, perhaps darker level. It's sort of a more therapeutic level. It's talking about bringing up the old stuff. So we're talking about getting to the roots of where all of the other stuff began. So it's actually a really great month, if you think about it, for a lot of restoration and deep healing, and strengthening back bonds that maybe you thought were lost, which is always a great thing for a Cancer to hear. So do not give up hope on any relationship dynamics that are going on right now. This is very good news. So if you would like a personal reading, I read online or in person in Montreal area. You can reach me at river-rain.com or clairvoyant medium Catherine Allen on Facebook. I wish you a good month.